Hawken was an online fast-paced first-person mech shooter that originally released more than a decade ago. It was simple, fun, and appealed to my borderline obsessive love of mechs, even though it was basically an arena shooter where everyone was just shaped like a mech. When I heard Hawken was returning to the world of the living, my excitement to jump back into that mech-shaped body and get my ass kicked up and down the streets of weird box cities was limitless. But Hawken Reborn is not Hawken, it's just a fucking mess. Dive into the role of some random person found in a broken mech on a crashed ship with no ability to speak. With no real explanation, you'll join up with some random people and fight your way back to a base where you'll get to launch yourself into this 6-mission campaign of fighting for a different collection of random people as a mercenary. On these half-dozen forays into a world with all the beauty and detail of a PS3-era collection of brown textures that somehow manages to look worse than its 10-year-old predecessor, you'll brandish exactly 2 weapons against every enemy you encounter. With upwards of 6 different types of enemies though, you'll probably never get tired of gunning down wave after wave of bad guys that literally teleport in around you from random directions. Luckily, these dozens of enemies swarming you without warning face their own challenges of navigating terrain and understanding that you still exist. But the deadliest of these foes are the random microscopic people wandering around using their exceptionally muddy texture camouflage to blend in with the surroundings, truly maxing out how annoying they are. Don't worry though, if you do die, you can just buy your way back into the mission like nothing happened. But when you do complete exciting events like going to locations and shooting people, pressing F near boxes to accomplish just about anything, and escorting objects like this Borg cube, you'll finish the mission with a collection of all the random dots you looted from your killing sprees. These can be used in the crafting system to create new items from blueprints like one of these 6 weapons or one of these 6 mechs. Or you can use them to upgrade your existing items with an almost tangible increase in stats. But if you don't have enough resources to do all of that, you can always just tap into your wallet and buy some premium currency. That's right, this single-player only 6-mission adventure is funded with microtransactions to let you take all of the shortcuts you need to get through the 90-minute campaign. Of course, once you're satisfied with this story of motion comics featuring AI-generated art, you can venture onward into the patrol mode. Here you get to dive into the open world of this map of curvy roads connecting areas the size of basketball courts and wait for the nondescript talking heads to send you missions. Then you can navigate this ghost town with the exciting goal of hoarding more mech parts to build an upgrade for the future game this early access extravaganza might one day become. Hawken Reborn. It probably should have just stayed dead. I nearly didn't play this game at all because up until a post-launch patch there was no way for me to get the mouse sensitivity low enough that I wasn't Tony Hawking 900s every time I tried to turn. Yet I almost wish it wasn't fixed so I could have avoided wasting time with this. I don't know how you re-release a multiplayer-only game as a single-player-only game. I don't understand how the game is visibly worse than the original in every way. I'm not sure why they even bothered releasing with so little content, and the content that is in here feels like it was made for a bargain bin game from the early 2000s. How does 505 Games, a publisher for games like Control, Ghost Runner, and Abzu, have an internal development team that made this and felt like it was worth releasing? This is so bad it feels like a money laundering scheme or something. It would already be disappointing if the only issue was that it wasn't a multiplayer reimagining of the original game I enjoyed before, but to make something this low quality that misses the fundamental concepts of the original game is just sad. So for those reasons, Hawken Reborn gets the abbreviated score of bad. If you'd like to see more hot takes, warm satire, and tepid commentary about video games, make sure to like this video and check out my other abbreviated reviews.